Niffin. And I'm Jeremy Cocaine. This is Smith Welding Restoration. Nothing added. That's where we work. That's what we do. We make things pretty. Smith Welding Restoration at you. Alright, today I kind of want to show you something that my partner Jeremy came up with. And by the way, I laughed at him and made fun of him over his idea. Then he implemented this idea, and it's alright. I'm really stoked. It works great. So you got one of these little gadgets, okay? Brand and name to be not disclosed. They don't give me money, so fuck them. So anyhow, a little multi-tool, right? Little foot. Well, we're doing a little bit of detail work here. We wind up taking the doors off of the Camaro. And it had been painted before. It almost looks like it had been a rattle can job, to be honest. But you got to clean up all these areas. You got to clean up this. And this is all stamped steel, so this isn't a straight surface no matter what. So we're going through, and I got my corners cleaned up. I'm ready to edge prime all of this now. I'll sand that little bit out where we had some issues. The owner did a little bit of body work, so we're finalizing it. The doors are a little rougher than I'd like, but they're passable. They're usable. So that's where we're at. You know, you step up one more level of project from this Camaro, and you're gonna get new door skins and things like this. If this Camaro were 10 years older, it would be a different story. Yeah, I'm going through with this little gadget. It's noisy, so I'm not going to turn it on right now, but I mean, you can get right up in here. Those spot welds, you poke them out. Everything's scuffed up and feathered and smooth. I went along this with a wire wheel to knock off all the heavy shit because there was junk. It was bad. So I wire wheeled everything to clean it up. We'll chase it with some acid down here. Acid itch everything to lock it down, and we're good to go. But gadget of the day, a little multi-tool with the Velcro, and we just cut up our hook it DA discs for this, to be honest. So as we close in on the finishing stages of the Camaro project, I get done with that side there. I'm using 320 and 180 where I have to. That'll allow us to seal the inside of the door, you know, shoot sealer on the inside of the door, and then paint it and have done with that. Then we flip it over. I'm going to leave it at 180 right now. We'll flip it over after that. Any overspray, anything like that, we can address when we sand it down. We're going to do 400 dry on this car, go into sealer, go into paint. So that's how this one's going to work. Generally you want to do, you know, 400 dry or 600 wet. It's the same, it gives the same mechanical tooth. But that's kind of the tech toy for the day. I know a lot of people get those thinking they're nifty and interesting, and they use a little cutting foot for them to cut off baseboards and shit like that around the house. Dig that thing out of your garage, dig it out of your basement as you're going through your hot rod build or just fixing up, touching up your car. That little thing right there, say on your Ford Taurus or Mercury Sable models, your late models, where they swoop down in the back doors and rust out at the rocker panel, it's not a bad tool to get down in those areas. It's really good for these hard to reach areas. So I'm going to get off here, and we actually got our shop truck up on blocks so we can try to get it over and get some new tires on it. Wow, made it in a video. Thanks for checking in. Come back on the next one. See what the hell we're doing next time. Subscribe, comment. Find us on over on the Facebook, Smith Welding Restoration LLC on Facebook. Numbers at the beginning. Have any questions? Call.